never imagined losing my job would be exactly what I needed to find my purpose. Hi, I'm Sofia. Let me share how that tough moment led me to discover what I truly wanted in life. For 6 years, I worked as an accounting assistant at a big retail company. It wasn't my dream job, but it paid the bills and I was good at it. Spreadsheets, emails, endless meetings. My life was a loop of deadlines and quick coffees. I thought I was secure, stable. But stable doesn't always mean happy. Then, one Tuesday morning, my boss called me into her office. I'll never forget her face. Cold, rehearsed. Sofia, we're downsizing. Your position has been eliminated. Just like that. 6 years erased in a second. They gave me a check, a box for my things, and a thank you for everything. I walked out feeling like the ground had disappeared beneath me. The following days were a mess. I stayed up until 3 a.m. scrolling through job listings, sending out resumes, wondering how I'd pay rent. But more than the money, what haunted me was that voice in my head saying, "Is this it? 6 years for nothing." I felt lost, like I'd failed at something I didn't even want in the first place. In the middle of that storm, I kept asking myself, when was the last time I felt truly happy doing something? One afternoon, while sitting at this very cafe, I started writing. Not a resume, not a cover letter, but a list. I wrote down everything I'd always wanted to do but never had the courage to. Travel alone, learn guitar, start a small business. For the first time in months, I felt a spark of light. I realized that job, though secure, had me trapped. Accounting was never my passion. It was just what I was supposed to do. Losing it forced me to face a truth. I didn't know who I was outside of that office. So, with that severance check, I signed up for a pastry course. Baking was something I'd loved as a kid but gave up on to be practical. I started selling desserts from home, first to friends, then to strangers. Every order, every smile from a customer made me feel alive. I won't lie to you, this hasn't been easy. There are still mornings when I doubt myself and money is tight. But every small victory reminds me this new path is worth it. Looking back, losing my job was a gift in disguise. It taught me that sometimes the things we fear most are the ones that push us to discover what we truly want. If you're in a place where you don't feel happy, don't be afraid to let go. But do it with a plan. When I got laid off, I felt like I had no other choice. But with that severance check in hand, I learned an invaluable lesson. Taking a leap requires a solid foundation. Whether it's saving enough to cover a few months of expenses, using your severance strategically, or leaning on someone close during tough times, preparation makes all the difference. Taking risks is part of the journey, but doing it with a firm base allows you to move forward with confidence toward what you truly desire. And that's my story. What steps are you taking to move closer to the life you want? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And stay tuned for the next story, one I know will touch your heart. Thank you for joining me and enjoying this delicious cup of coffee together.